These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, I'm going to stay here.
And we're underway in round 1. When are we going to see a jab from these two? By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
Such heat. The cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Missing with that right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not. Here we go, it's round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Straight right just misses. They got out of the way of that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Did you see that? Oh, Leonard just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movements.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, what's forward, what's backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Jab slightly off target. Does well to block that very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose it. And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot and jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Just missed with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to make it.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Sugar Ray's in trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then get back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
I know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to... There's the bell to start round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come up and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. And do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the sixth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Just missed with that hook. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such stand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that. Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down.
Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. He threw a punch and just got countered. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. So it's plan B time after B. There's the bell to start round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that this round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off the sex and everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and meet them on points.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. The three judges agree.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the vinegar. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's an necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janice Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Black window, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, authoring is August, wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers, slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures, if you a shipper. trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability.
Many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. And facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches.
What a weight difference. These two fighters are going to be in deep water. One has a size, has a weight behind it. The other is small, shorter, much lighter. Got to be fast, got to be sharp. Otherwise, you're out of there.
Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time.
This bout is scheduled.
You can tell both of these fighters. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Caution being thrown to the wind. Right uppercut can't find a home. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this. Whoa, wait a minute! And Big Daddy Bowe got rocked. Big Daddy Bowe goes down. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Let's talk about Bowe in that last. And there's the bell to start round two. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit you in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Did you see that? And the big fella stumbling backwards. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for... Whoa, wait a minute! And Bowe is dazed. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace.
Whoa, Johnny! Whoa, Bowe took that and he didn't take it well at all. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. That will do it. They want no more. And that is that.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets. It sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Deontay Wilder, bronze bomber, fighting out of Tuscany. Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time. We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Counter punch right up the middle. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. So much firepower here. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Here we go for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to cut you off.
Just misses that uppercut. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Did you see that? And Bo is dazed. How are they and the Big Daddy hits the floor. They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
A big whiff with the right hook. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Bo in that last round. On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around.
Whoa, Johnny! Big Daddy in trouble! Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
That was ever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full bound, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Right hook catching air. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter told us yesterday, I can get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent. Hold that thought! Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a...
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. A consequence of stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey, ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's in the crop.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches. The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Pat. Riddick.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of
Expectation. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Lucky that hook didn't score. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That counter shot lands. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got it.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Bo is dazed. And now they're right back into the fray.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Counterpunch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And the big fella stumbling backwards. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pick you off.
The straight right just misses. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Incredible work rate. This fight is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Can't score with that right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. What would you tell this? Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know. That was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Anderson's rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Only catching air with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. After what we saw in that last... Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
There's an old saying, a good big one will always beat a good little one.
This is a high-octane battle. Daddy in trouble. And the Big Daddy hits the floor. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The straight right just misses. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here's the bell to start round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that jab. That hook doesn't score. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. I promise you all. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
They both want the knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go up.
And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punch. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pumped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin and go for speed.
punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Big Daddy Bo got rocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided decision.
All in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight feels like the fight of my life.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches. And standing across from him, one of the greatest to ever do it, the boxing legend, Saul Canelo. And here, Saul.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surround. So here we go. Should be a good one. Trying to land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. And he misses with that straight left. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
It's bombs away. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He just misses with that jab. The counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Someone's whip. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Sometimes when you're fighting counter-fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Jab does not score. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like...
The bell rings and we start the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That jab won't score. Nope, that jab not going to score. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12. I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the jab. He wanted action, and they are delivering. He missed with that jab. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation on how you are going to deal with this.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood. That's what you've got to look at. If you draw and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Oh, right there. Crawford is dazed. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Caution being thrown to the wind. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got flurry hand speed and good power.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with it? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Just missed with that hook. And that hook misses. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. When are we going to see a jab? Hold it right there. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Crawford. Here comes round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hand and power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes just so as to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Looking to land the hook. That hook won't score. Here he is bouncing up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they... And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. It somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with that hook. So much firepower here. Missing with the hook. Crawford may be ready to go down. You heard that right, lady.